everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something interesting. We're going to be ranking the albums of Chevelle. And we're starting off with their 1999 debut, point number 1. And this is my least favorite Chevelle album. It's kind of straddles the line between good and okay. It's not bad. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, don't get me wrong. In fact, I actually enjoy some tracks from here, like, hold on. Like Prove to You and SEMA. I rather enjoy those two tracks. The rest is solid, if not just a touch forgettable. Like, that's kind of the best way to phrase it for this album is, like, you listen to this album, and then, like, 30 minutes later, it's kind of like, zoop. So, I don't know. Not bad by any means. It's good. It's a good album. But next up, we have Wonder What's Next. And now, this album, I originally had an amazing, but I think it's getting dropped down to great. Upper end of great, though. Consider this album like a B+, A-. The first 5 tracks on here are perfect, like Family System, Comfortable Liar, Send the Pain Below, Closure, and The Red are all perfect. But the second half is not quite as perfect as the first half. Like, Wonder What's Next is the title track is my least favorite on here. Don't Fake This is solid. Same with Forfeit, Grab Thy Hand, and Evening Without Diablo, and One Lonely Visitor are all solid. The title track is the weakest, and the rest is solid. It's one of those things of, like, if they just kept the strength up of the first half, this would be easily in perfection, but the second half does drop it just a little bit, at least in my opinion. I would still, like, if I'm just giving this album a score, I would probably give it, like, A to A-, personally. But next up we have This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In. This album is actually going to perfection. I actually owned this album on CD as well. Like with the last video with Rescue and Restore, how I owned that on CD, I actually owned this on CD. I love this album from the opener of The Clincher all the way to the closer of Bend the Bracket. Personal favorite, though, is Breach Birth. Love that song. I also love Vitamin R, Leading Us Along. Also love Another Know-It-All, Tug of War, Emotional Drought, To Return, Still Running, Get Some, The Clincher. I just love this whole album from beginning to end. Please check this out. Oh, and this album came out in 2004. Wonder What's Next came out in 2002. But next up we have their 2007 release, Venus Sarah. And this album is going to amazing. I could almost switch these two, admittedly. Like, they're on the level of each other, but I think I enjoy Venus Sarah as an album a little bit more than I enjoy Wonder What's Next as an album, if that makes sense. Because I really do, because, like, Anti-Saint is a solid opener, same with Brainiac, Safe Waters, but I love, like, Well Enough Alone, Midnight to Midnight, I Get It, and Saturdays. And there are no duds on here. Like, I even rather enjoy the tracks Straight Jacket Fashion, The Fad, Humanoid, Paint the Seconds. Every track here is solid, and there are, like, 4 big standouts. It doesn't have as many standouts as Wonder What's Next, but I think overall it's more consistent than Wonder What's Next, if that makes sense. But next up we have Sci-Fi Crimes, released in 2009. This album is my 3rd favorite. It's going to the top of fantastic. It almost made a case for perfection, but it got beat out by something else. You'll see. I love this album, from Sleep Apnea to Mexican Sun. My personal favorites on here are probably Shameful Metaphors, Jars, Letter from a Thief, and Fell Into Your Shoes. And also, Highland's Apparition is fantastic. Same with Roswell's Spell, A New Momentum, and the Circus are all fantastic. The only thing is, why is there an interlude on this? Like, that's the only thing that I would say that keeps itself from being like a 10 out of 10. But I would give this like a 9.9 though. Like, if it wasn't for the interlude, this would be a 10 out of 10. I'm not even kidding. This is a very strong 9 though. Like, this is a 9.9. Very strong album. But next up, we have Hats Off to the Bull. And this album is going to grate below Wonder What's Next. And this was released in 2011. Now, let me tell you this right now. It opens and closes super strong. Like, Face to the Floor is a fantastic track. Same with Clones. But everything in the middle, not quite as strong. Like, Same Old Trip is solid. Same with Rust, The Meddler, Pinata, Envy, the title track, Arise, Revenge, and Prima Donna are all solid. But it's not as strong as the opening and the closing track, unfortunately. So, yeah, I was, once again, same vein with, like, Wonder What's Next. I would probably still give this album, like, an A-, if that makes sense. But next up, we have La Gogola, released in 2014. This album right here is actually probably my favorite Chevelle album. I'm not even kidding. I even like it a little bit more than This Type of Thing It Could Do Us In. Like, banger opener with a Ouija board. I also love An Island, Take Out the Gunman, Jawbreaker, Hunter Eats Hunter. One Ocean is the most beautiful track they've ever done. I also love Choking Game, The Damned, Under the Knife, Twinge. Every track on here rips. Like, every track on here is just amazing. Like seriously, check this out. This is like a 10 out of 10 album in my opinion. Like not even with nostalgia. I have no nostalgia for this album either, and I would still give this a 10 out of 10. But next up, we have The North Corridor, released in 2016. Oh, and La Gogola was released in 2014. And this is my second least favorite Chevelle album. It's going to good. Upper end of good, though. I'll give you that. Like, it's solid. Like, Door to Door Cannibals is a solid opener. Same with Enemies and Joyride, Omen. Rivers, Last Day, Young Wicked, Warhol, Showbiz, Punch Time, Got Burned, and Shot from a Cannon are all solid tracks. I'm not in love with this thing. It really feels like they're trying to do like Tool's Undertow, but it just makes me want to go listen to Tool's Undertow, if that makes sense. It's like a weaker version of Tool's Undertow, in my opinion. So that's kind of like my main problem with this album, is it just feels like a weaker version of like something from another band I also rather enjoy as well. But next up we have Niracious. And this album is going to the top of amazing. It almost went to fantastic, but here's the deal. I love tracks like So Long Mother Earth, Mars Simula, Self-Destructor, Pistol Store, Peach, Remember When, Ghost and Razor. Even Endlessly is pretty solid, but I could deal without all the interludes, if that makes sense. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, the interludes are solid. Like, Verworked is a solid instrumental. Same with Sleep the Deep and Wormhole. And even Lost in the Digital Woods is a solid instrumental, but I don't know if we needed 4 instrumentals on this thing, honestly. It's a very strong album that could just use a little bit of trimming. Just a little snip, if that makes sense. But next up, we have Brightest Blasphemy, released last year in 2025. This album is actually going to fantastic. I am very surprised, because I actually have some nostalgia for Niracious, but this one I just think is more solid. I really love the opener, Pale Horse. I also love Jim Jones' Cowards Part 2, Wolves and Light. I also love Shocked at the End of the World. AI Phobias and Karma Goddess are also very strong tracks as well. The only tracks that I think are a little weaker than the rest are Rabbit Hole, Cowards Part 1, and Blood Out in the Fields. It may be Hallucinations as well, but that's about it though. Like most of this album is so strong that I don't care. This is a very consistent album, a very strong album. This one surprised me, honestly. And I like that it brings their own style instead of them trying to be like Tool. This one feels like specifically Chevelle to me. So I really appreciate that. But that should do it. Tell me if I got it right. Tell me if I got it wrong. Tell me your Chevelle ranking in the comments below. Tell me your favorite Chevelle songs. And if you like what you see here, feel free to drop a like and drop a subscribe. I usually post videos once a week. And and I believe Father's Day is this Sunday, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I believe Father's Day is tomorrow. So, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there as well. And side note, I'm also going to link my I'm going to link my Tool video. It'll probably be right over here. And also check out this playlist too if you want to see the rest of all the albums I ranked. I've done everything from Chevelle to Tool to Cannibal Corpse to August Burns Red to Seven Dust to Korn to Slipknot to A Day to Remember to the Dillinger Escape Plan to Ghost. Please check those videos out. I would greatly appreciate it. And all of you have a great day, a great weekend, and a great week. I'll see all of you next week.